So I never made my video last night, but basically after the concert, everybody was like leaving, and my mom and I, we always like stick around after the show, and so there was like a lot of people lining up on like the side of the stage where there was like a gate and like a building after the gate, and then I just went up and I was like, hey, what's this line for? I kind of thought that like people were just sort of lining up to get out, and I wasn't sure where we were supposed to leave from, and this lady was like, oh, meet and greet, and I kind of was like, oh man, okay, because I was like, I really wanted to meet her, but I didn't have meet and greet, and I didn't see that they were selling it on the site, so I didn't think there was one. So then I'm just sitting there, and then this other lady comes out from nowhere that happens to be the same lady that picked up my letter, because Daya took my letter from my hand, and so that lady picked up the letter from the stage to take back, and then she comes up to me and she gives me this meet and greet band, and she's like, here you go. I was like, what is this? She's like, for meet and greet. I was like, what? Well, I was like literally freaking out, and then my mom comes up behind me, and I was like, can I have one for my mom? And she's like, I'm so sorry, I only have one. I was like, okay, that's okay. Oh my gosh. And then we had to go inside and go inside of the gated area, and we were waiting, and we probably waited for like 5 minutes, and I was like freaking out and texting all my friends, and then people started meeting her, and everybody was going like super fast. They were like in the building, took a picture and left, and then it was my turn. I put this like voice memo recorder on, and then I gave my phone to them, and then so I walked in, I gave the guy my phone, and as soon as I saw her, I like walked up to her and gave her like the biggest hug ever, and we like hugged for a while, and then I pulled away, and she was like, how are you? And then I was like, I'm not doing too good. I told her, I was like, I'm going through a really tough time, but your music is helping me so much. And then she was like, oh, that's so good, I'm so glad that my music can help you. We all go through tough times, but we're gonna get through this. And she's like, even I have been through tough times. And then she touched my head, my space buns, and she was like, oh, this is so cute, did you do this yourself? And then I was like, yeah, I did it because it's your favorite hairstyle, because for the Sit Still Look Pretty tour in Seattle, my friend Maggie, for the question and answer session, she asked Daya what her favorite hairstyle is, and she said I really like the space buns, and you have to use a lot of bobby pins and hairspray. She tweeted that to Maggie one time, because Maggie was like, how do you do the space buns? And then she says, lots of hairspray and bobby pins. And then so she touched my hair, and she was like, oh, these are so cute. And I was like, thanks. And I was like, I did it because it's your favorite. She's like, it is. And then I said, well, how are you? Because I see your tweets sometimes, and they don't seem the greatest. And it kind of sounded weird, because she was like, they don't seem the greatest? What? And then I was like, oh, I mean, you just seems kind of sad sometimes in some of your tweets. And she's like, no, I'm good. I was like, okay, good. I was just like, how are you? Like, I really want to know how you're doing. And she's like, I'm good. I was like, okay, good. And then, and then she said, oh, well, when I asked her, I said, I'm going through a really tough time, and I don't know, I said, I tweeted about it to you on my fan account, and I don't know if you saw that. But she's like, no, I didn't, but I got your letter tonight, you gave it to me, so I'm gonna read that. And I was like, yeah, so you'll probably read that later, and thank you so much. And yeah, so then I just told her I'm going through a really tough time, and then we hugged again, and she was holding my hands like a tight grip like that, like the whole time we were talking. We were just like looking to each other's eyes, like our faces were like maybe a foot apart, and we were just holding hands and staring into each other's eyes the whole time. Like I was shaking, and I probably like stinked really bad because I was like sweating so hard during the whole thing. But oh my god. And then I left, and I was just in such shock. Like, I went up to my mom, and she's like, you look like you're on cloud 9. And I was like, Oh my god. And like the security told us all like 1 picture per person. So if you're in a group, you can only take 1 picture with the group, or if you're an individual, 1 picture. And so the guy who was taking pictures literally took like 5 pictures of me and Daya while we were talking. And I was like, win-win. It was so awesome. But yeah, so that experience, I would say like the concert experience was like the best concert experience I've ever had, because she looked straight at me like 3 different times while she was singing. She almost was gonna touch my hand, but instead I wanted to give her my letter because that was more important to me, for her to know, like, because I wrote about what I've been going through. So but yeah, oh my gosh, it was just so good.
Hi, how are you? I love your hair. It looks so good. Do it yourself? Yeah. It is. I know. I've always done it forever. Go ahead and spell your letter. Yeah. Yeah, I'll read it. Oh, no. Okay, that's so amazing to hear. I'm so happy. It's all we all live in
Alrighty.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming. Yeah. Thanks for the letter.
Yeah.
Love you.
I love you too.